All right. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time as well. So, they announced the Talos Principle 2 a long time ago, and then they just kind of went radio silent. And then they didn't go radio silent. They said it's coming out later this year, which was a welcome surprise. So, here it is. I just, you may have heard this in my Firmament playthrough if you watched that, but generally, I love playing puzzle games. Actually, I'm going to pause for just a second. All right, I'm back. And the reason I paused was because I didn't do that in my Firmament playthrough, and all the Steam pop-ups were happening at the bottom of the screen, so that was an issue then. I've fixed that. But anyway, so I love puzzle games. I played the first Talos Principle. I adored it. I hear this one's really good too. I hear this one just raised the bar on the environments, which was, in my opinion, kind of a weak point of the first game. It seemed a little bit like, the focus was on the puzzles, and I loved the puzzles, so I didn't have a problem with that. Generally, the environments in the first game, with the exception of a few kind of big moments, like there was a big clock area, I remember. It's been a while, but a lot of it seemed almost default environments, like a lot of default terrain and then walls, crumbling walls and stuff. And it seemed a little weird. This one looks like the environments are crazy. Like they've spent a huge amount of time polishing them and making them look really good. So I'm excited to see that. I don't know how this is going to run on my machine. I don't have the best machine in the world, and I'm recording myself. So I guess it took a long time to load, by the way, to get to this title screen. A long time. And it was very choppy during the playthrough of the Crow Team and Devolver and so on. So hopefully it runs really well. And then last time, one more thing, I'm going to look in the options now, because in the first game I had to turn it to third person to not get motion sick. So I wonder if that's a choice here. Motion sickness. Okay. Here we go. I always use slot 2. I imagine this might take a while to load, so I probably should have done all that and then started recording, but you're stuck with me now. So, anyway, yeah, I play a lot of puzzle games. First one was great. I really especially liked finding all the secrets, including the Easter eggs, the stars, things like that. I'm hoping there's some more. Hmm. Huh. I do have a solid state drive. I think. I'm fairly certain. But I am kind of running out of room. Man, it's nice to be back. There's something that's really cool about playing a sequel to a game that you loved, and it almost feels like coming home. Yeah. Here we go.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Alright, Elohim. You and I have spoken once before. You may not remember me. Oh, I'll be perfectly upfront, by the way, before I start this, because when I watch people do playthroughs like this, I like knowing what they know in advance. And I read something somewhere. It wasn't supposed to be a spoiler, but it sure felt like a spoiler. Maybe it was, and someone just didn't tag it right. They said, "Oh, I really loved the fake out of the first part of the game." And so I'm guessing that the fake out is that this game so far feels a little bit like the first one. And this Elohim stuff is very reminiscent of the first game in the series. And I wonder if that's all going to go out the window. I don't know when, how soon. Maybe this is like a tutorial zone, and the moment the tutorial zone is over, it will go, you know what? This game's different. Because I've seen a lot of the environments, and the environments don't. They look crazy. Like, this looks pretty good, but it is very reminiscent of the first game. So purple I'm allowed to go through. Blue I have to get rid of. It's been a while. Yeah, and the glitchiness, like, that's all from the first game. Oh, there's some stuttering. So I imagine the game is going to be like that. Maybe between days, because I'm going to probably be playing this over multiple days. Maybe I'll try and defragment my hard drive like it suggested. Yep, so far very similar to the first. Enclosed spaces, puzzle elements. That's new. Is that anything?
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Okie dokie. Am I looking for Tetris pieces? Yes, I am. This one as well. Yeah. They all go to the same place? No, they do not. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Talos Principle. That's interesting. Okay, so I need to make a staircase. Clearly. Oh, I wonder if I could just jump from this one to the next one.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish.
Yeah, okay.
But remember, my child, that the new world... Well done, my child.
Thanks. Keep an eye out. I'm keeping an eye out for secrets too, because this game was... The first game was chock full of them. So many secrets. So yeah, again, my experience is going to be colored by the fact that I read that thing. So my guess is that there was a lot of sigils needed. I might be wrong, but like if this first section is if this is all like a fake out, I imagine I'll finish this one and then it'll be like, you know what, you don't need to do the rest of these because there's a lot in here. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is a lot of puzzles that are in this tutorial zone. Fencing. Where am I trying to go? Up there. So I can get over the fence. Can I walk through this one? I can't remember. Yes, I can. Okay, so I could walk over the fence using one of these, but I don't know if I could just... If I'm on here, can I pick up the other one? Yeah, okay. And so now I can make a staircase. that all I need to do? It's been a long time since I played the first Talos Principle. It's weird thinking about like this whole pressing space to jump to a specific spot. I like that noise a lot, by the way. It's actually, it seems a little bit more subtle in this one than it was in the last one. Maybe it's just quieter, but I remember being like super in your face in the first game. Whenever you got a piece, it was like, "Bwah!" And this time it's more like, "Bwah!" Okay. What do we got? Okay. What? Is that all I was learning?
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Wait, is the first one green? This one's, yeah, okay. So I was in the right place. I thought I saw the line, but... Maybe they are going to make me go through all the levels. Okay, that's not a problem. I've done this before. I can do it again. Oh, okay, maybe they're just giving me a refresher on the stuff that was in the first game before they give me new things. All right. All right. Oh.
Very good.
Maybe it's the same as it was in the previous game, but it sounds more subtle to me. So like, hold on. This is the kind of thing that this game would let you do. I don't know if this is gonna... I don't know if I'll be able to do anything with this, but like if I put this down here... No, I won't be able to go around the corner, but... Okay. Yep. Okay. And what does this switch do? Does it turn on that fan? Yeah. And I'm trying to do what? Block this? Oops. Okay. Yep, gonna walk into that fan every time. So I basically allow myself to walk in here now by turning this fan off. Okay. Yeah, I love that sound. Like I said, it's almost like we're turning home. Is there... There should be 4 puzzles in here. Did I miss one? Uh-huh. Static pressure. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Sure. I wonder if this is the first one I'm supposed to do. It seems pretty simple. I'm assuming I need this for some reason. Oh, do I need to stand on it? Okay. I don't know if there was an order I was supposed to do these in, but it felt like that one should be before this one to me. Versatile contraption. Okay. Can I don't think I can grab this through there, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I want to put it, I see. I just need to use it to block this at the same time as disabling that. Is that right? Yeah. Wait, can I not do both? There we go. Okay. This one is already turning this off. So what I'll need to do... Oh, fan. I need to get that one, which means I need... something else? Maybe I'm wrong. What am I missing? Well, I'll grab it, see what happens. But I'm expecting this to turn back on, which means I'll be stuck in here, right? Yeah. So is there somewhere I can shoot through here that would be helpful? Or from up here, maybe? I don't think I can do this. That would be cheating, yeah. So... Can it jam two things at once? That doesn't make sense. Oh, this is one I can walk through. I want to make sure that I'm jamming this. Can I jam the fan from here? Is that what I'm supposed to do? So my instinct is that I just need to jam this fence right here, but I could have sworn in the previous game I could aim at it like this, and it would say, hey, you're going to jam. Maybe I can't do it through the fence? That doesn't make sense. Maybe... Oh, okay. Huh. I don't know why that confused me so much. Maybe these fences stop the jammer.
Excellent.
Alright. So far, so good. Aha.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
Alright.
I am proud of all my children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Okay, here we go. So we're at lasers. It's laser time. Hey, see this right here? Sure seems like something that can be used for meta puzzle. Like, let's check if I can go through the... I can. Okay. But for now... Where am I trying to get in there? And how do I get in there? Like this? Going around the corner? Okay. So the question is, can I shoot through the blue? I don't remember. Oh, okay, so it's stopping at the metal fence. Metal fences are not the way to do things. That's fine. I don't think that's enough down this hallway. Here, I'll just do this. It'll be easier. Is there anywhere I can shoot through? Up. Oh, I wonder if there's a... There was an Easter egg in the last game. I'm going to check if it exists in this one. I highly doubt they'd use the same gimmick twice, but I don't know for sure. I need to see if I can find where that pyramid is. Let's just see if I can connect anything. Let's see, where's the pyramid at? I saw it in the distance. I think it's behind this so that I can't think to... Yeah, there it is. I don't think there was any way to look at it from in here, but I'll double check. Okay, maybe from here. Nope, okay. And I think on the pyramid it wasn't at the top of the pyramid. It was like a sphinx. A sphinx face or an eye or a mouth or something. Alright, prismatic something or other. I didn't read the rest of that word. So, this is connecting multiple things. I don't want to take it away yet, that would be bad. But I want to add a third thing to it. So is there a place that I can see? Yeah, like from right here? Oh. Cool. Easy enough. I should really keep an eye out for things to connect to. It was stars, right? I think in the last game the stars were the meta puzzles. I'm fairly certain it was Tetris pieces and stars. Okay, so we have blue and red. This is probably reteaching me that the red and the blue cannot cross. So I'm going to need to find a way to do... I'm going to need a height differential, probably. Or maybe I'll only be able to do a 101, so let me just double check. What am I looking to get out of this? That doesn't really help me, does it? Do I just need to go in here? I see, I'm gonna need an extra one to go around. I got it, okay. So now I can, Wasn't there a way to, like, pick something up without... Yeah, keep connections. Right click. Okay. I have to remember to do that because that's super important. It's kind of weird that the music just cut out like this. There we go. Looking for places to connect to. Secret places, that's what I want to find. Okay. Two colors, two doors. What's in there? Is this the exit? Okay, that's the end. So I'm gonna need to do the other part first. Oops. Alright, so this one's gonna need to go over. I'm gonna need to find another connector. There's gotta be another connector in here, I believe. Am I missing it? Oh. I was indeed missing it. Where's the blue thingy? There it is. I don't want it to start right now because I'm worried that I'll break the red one and get myself in a tough spot. So I need to just put this one in a place where it can go over the red one. Like, oh, see that? I need to press the keep connections button. Okay. One more. Ascension awaits. Okay. So we have a fan with some power, which means I could send a laser up into the air after I connect that thing. I don't remember if I need a box to send a laser in the air, so I'm gonna check. I bet I do, but I'm gonna just check anyway. Yeah, it just kind of like blew off of the thing. This time I will remember to pick it up with the connections intact. Okay. Congratulations, my child.
I have finished preparing your vessel. Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I in my garden could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
Well, we're boned.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
Okay. But first, what else is in here? Alright. Finish the calibration process. So yeah, this might take a little while to load. So far it's very reminiscent of the first game, which is not a problem. I am waiting to see what other mechanics they introduce. I believe in the trailer there was like colored lasers that I could mix maybe? I'm not sure. It looked like there was two lasers of the same color going into the same, or different colors going into the same thing, and it outcome came a different color. And then also it looked like some kind of portal. Like I don't know if I can go through the portal, like in Portal, or if it's just like, hey, you can put a portal on the wall and then shoot a laser through it. All right, what's all this then?
Ah, you're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Thanks, Keith. Hi, pleased to meet you.
Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits.
What's...
If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
Yeah, I could really use some pointers.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
Oh, definitely the long version. It's one of these two.
So, a long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves humans like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization, but unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost. That's something our historians still debate. Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? But
Good
no matter
question.
the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time.
If you don't know the answer to that, I guess you're not human.
A team led by a scientist
Oh
called
yeah, I forgot
Alexandra
about all
Drennan
this.
began a project that was intended to create, well, us. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence.
I forgot about all the whole Drennan stuff. Like you used to in the other game, you would find logs and things of the stuff, the experiments. It's been a long time.
It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then created more of us, using the tools left behind by Drennan's team. Eventually, they started building the city of New Jerusalem.
And what about me?
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal. Capital G and all.
That's a good
To
line.
make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Oh, it was difficult, especially after she left us. But after a millennium or so, we finally succeeded. And that's you.
Am I the
Your number
1,000th?
1,000.
I really like the line, the capital G goal line, because it just makes fun of how, like, in sci-fi stories, they just take, like, a word and capitalize the first letter and it becomes a new thing. It's a trope, and I like that they called attention to it.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event. Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance.
I'm getting...
Without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose. but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
I wonder if I'm going to choose by the end of this game whether there's more of me or not. And I also wonder, this is just the sci-fi nerd in me wondering if this is a trick and I'm by far more than the 1000th one. Like they tell this to everybody or something. Or maybe they just... it's like your typical story where, like... I don't want to say any examples because it's kind of spoilers for those stories, but things where like they keep waking someone up and telling them the same thing over and over. Like again, if I mention any movies where this happens, it kind of spoils the twist. But there are some movies where it's like, okay, the character wakes up, doesn't know what's going on, and it turns out that it's happened thousands of times or whatever. They're like clones, or they are artificially created, and they're told that they're special, but there's more of them. You know, there's a bunch of, maybe not a bunch, but there's a few movies like that that I've seen, and I'm wondering if it's one of those situations. What happened to Athena, please?
No one really knows. At first, she was closely involved with everything that happened in the city, but gradually she became more distant, and one day she simply vanished. That was centuries ago.
Oh man. What if I'm Athena? Dun dun dun. Alright.
You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
Noted. Wow, that second question, I almost don't want to ask it. I don't want to create like a crisis for this guy, but I'm going to ask everything because I gotta know.
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. Okay, I saved this one for last on purpose.
He was the caretaker of the simulation that created the Founder. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us. You will hear him whenever you enter sleep mode. Nothing to worry about, really.
I'm ready. Let's do
One more
this!
thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions.
All right.
Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Sure. Tab. Welcome to New Jerusalem social media. Okay. This game always had a good sense of humor, and I like the "Our Frogs People" line. Jeremy, that's my name. Neum. That sounds familiar. 11 too. So there was in the first game, especially in the expansion, there was a lot of names, and had a message board similar to this. I think it was pretty much a message board. And I wonder if some of these names are crossovers from that, because Neum sounds really familiar. Aeronax does not. Space at the dam. Thanks, Jeremy. Okay. Cool. That's it. Nothing else. Can I talk to you again? Is there a button to do that? I want to know how this all works. Institute for Applied Noematics. Facility. Like L like the letter? Or L like a Spanish facility? So I can't speak to you again. Let me try one more time. Okay. Let's go... That has a green light on it, so I'm assuming they'll let me go that way. Let's go this way first. Yep, okay, closed. And closed. Interesting. So you can't run in here. Running is not allowed.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Thank you.
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins.
452.
Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Alright. Inciting incident.
People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
I have no idea what's happening. But what a game. Alright. Why am I here? Oh, nice.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K?
Damn, this game
I'm
is
gonna need a
gorgeous.
fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
Okay, so it's lagging a little bit, but I understand why. This is crazy. By the way, I love Mist-likes, and this is the most Mist-like Talos Principle is probably ever going to get. Riding in a slow vehicle through a cool setting. Just looking out the window. Oh, man. No, I want to stay out here. Although it seems like there's going to be a cool reveal in like 3, 2, 1. Oh, not quite. I thought the music was like a... you know, rising to a crescendo. Am I really not able to just, like, walk around? There we go. Attend briefing. No, I want to go back in there. Can I go back in there? Are they gone? My immersion, my precious immersion is ruined. Wait, what was that? Is that from this? Okay. I really can't talk to people? How come I don't have a number 1000 on my chest? Do I and I just can't see it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
What's broken now?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
All right, listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh?
Yeah, it is actually.
What the hell is a jiffy?
Unironically.
These bloody language libraries.
Goodness. I was wondering if I'm assuming that when something appears here it will tell me. New interface content. Okay, so yeah. I don't know if I want to answer. I don't know the answer to this. I don't like choosing a choice right now because I don't have an opinion. I know that goes against everything social media has taught me, but I'm gonna stay quiet. Man, I just want to look around at stuff. This is cool. Whoa. I wonder if this looks like... My machine is not a great machine. I wonder if, like, on super maximum ultra graphic settings, how awesome this looks. Because to me it looks awesome. Just the scope of everything is amazing. You know, it's kind of like blurry and like low resolution versions of all the assets that are out there, but like it's just the scale of everything is so impressive. The composition. Hello.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya?
Of course, 666 is named Doge.
I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
It feels fine. This voice, this is a weird pull, but it sounds like this an actress. She's, you know, a New Zealand actress comedian who was on Taskmaster New Zealand. I can't remember her name. She was also in What We Do in the Shadows in a very minor role, the movie. It sounds like her, but honestly, it's probably just a sort of New Zealand accent. I'm gonna say it makes me feel, and then he's gonna interrupt me, or she. Oh,
Why?
yeah, this is how I really feel.
So, the algorithm assigned you the optimism trait. If only we could all be so lucky. Now, listen. This meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right?
I do.
I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Clearly. I like that it's Doge and it's 666. Someone had fun with that. Alright. I don't know how much longer before I get to the meeting, but it does show that it's right there. So I think this is a good stopping point for now. But so far, I'm enjoying this quite a great deal.